Welcome back, you guys. It's Nicole Jennings, owner and founder of Queen Anna House of Fashion, coming to you with another Royal Report. We are bringing the runway in, making it realistic for you, and we're going to continue doing that we're going to talk about some fabric. We all love fabric. If you didn't, you wouldn't wear clothes. And if you didn't, you wouldn't be very picky about the clothes you wear. And it's not that you're picky, you're particular. You like what you like and you don't, the other stuff, we get it. And we feel the same way. We have spent the entire month of September talking about how our fall winter is going to look in the store as it relates to the trends that most of the people know. When it comes to the runway, those are great things for the runway, but are you going to wear that to the grocery store? I know I wouldn't wear it to Jerry's, but hey, no judgment. Maybe you would. And if you wouldn't, but you liked something you saw on the runway, we are actually just bringing it more realistic for you. And so today we're going to spend some time and talk about materials and the way that textures and fabric feel, and how the different variations can either seem like it's going to dress something up or dress it down. If you can recall, it is also we're just wrapping out Hispanic Heritage Month. And so we spent a lot of time focusing on some of the things that you see in the Hispanic culture, but then we also had a really, really great interview with Paola from Inkline, who is one of our vendors and actually has some pieces here too that she actually focuses on materials and that are really high in material like silk. And again, a lot of people think silk, oh my gosh, I sweat, I can't wear silk. It's only for summertime. That's not so. That's not so. I get it. I understand you, but let me show you how you can make it into something a little bit different. If you guys have been following along, we have been taking the runway and we've been making it realistic for you when it comes to the trends of 2020 for the fall. And we've been doing it with colors. We have been doing it with, we're doing it with material today, but also prints and patterns. So if you haven't already seen a portion of that, make sure that you head down, scroll down, and take a peek because we have it all listed for you. But continuing on and ending out our series on fall, winter trend. Again, we are not a trendy store, but we are a stylish store that we think about the trends. But we want the trend that we are talking about that is in the store that you're investing in to be able to be used today as well as next week, next year, next month, whatever it is. We don't want you to invest and have to waste your money and not wear it. So essentially, again, material is just a personal preference. So for me, silk and cashmere are two of my favorite materials, and I wear them year round, even in the summertime. So if you are a cold-blooded person, I get cold all the time. But if you are out on the lake or around water in the Windy City, or it's a cool night and it's raining, whatever, cashmere is one that is, for me anyway, one that I would wear that's thin enough and breathes well enough that I can wear this even in the summertime if it's thin enough. Obviously, cashmere is different depending on the brand, but it's one that you can wear, for me, year round. This did not leave out of my closet when I did my transition. Silk, same thing. If you get a really good high quality silk like this, and this one's one that's practical, it's one that you can wear year round, and it is a little bit heavier than some that we've had in the past, but it's a color as well that you can use year round. It's not one that's, oh my gosh, it is red, it's only for holiday. No, it's actually a burnt, like a rust color, and it pairs well with anything that you put it with. If this would be your pop of color for any given situation. So like even if you wore it with the black, being able to, in black leather and silk, the two together. Now, again, you are able to dress both of these up or down, depending on what you wear with it. These two together, leather and silk, because of the intensity, so to speak, of the luxuriousness of the materials, this would be somewhat of a dressy attire because it is silk and it is leather. But again, think about if you put this leather with cashmere, and is it nice and put together? Absolutely, but it is dressed down now because of the fact that even with cashmere, this, and the fact that it has a hood, but it makes it more everyday wear. Now, again, continuing on with Inkland and the silk that she carries, again, this is a color that is oftentimes seen as one that you would wear in the summer, but I feel like a white blouse is almost like the black leggings that we have 10,000 pair of. You can never have enough white blouses or white t-shirts. And the thing is, a lot of people actually find is that they have a hard time keeping it white. So realistically speaking, you're gonna wanna invest in some really good quality material because that's the material that you know that you should be able to get your stains out of. And when it comes to this material, this silk is thicker even than this silk because of the way that it is woven, and it is actually easier to get stains out of the tighter woven material, whereas when you have a silk that is not as tight and not as thick, it's easier for it to get all the way through, harder to take the stain out. FYI. Food for thought there. Again, being able to show you how you can pair back the various colors of tops. Again, this is one that might actually seem, it's leather again, but it might come off as a little bit dressier, mainly because of the color, but again, it's silk and leather. But again, taking into account that that is the case, not everybody is going to want to dress that up, and that's fine and that's understandable. Because what we try to do is meet you where you're at and give you what you need in that moment. So again, being able to pair this hoodie back to this super cool pair of pants, and then, you know me, I'm gonna let you fill in the blank. Throw on a pair of your favorite fill in the blank. Converse, yep, you're right. Ding, 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 Converse. And you wear that and you rock it. And again, you've just taken something that was seemingly a little dressy and you just dressed it all the way down. Now this, I gotta say, by far is my favorite coming up. Right now, everyone's big into graphic tees. I know it is a time when you are needing sometimes to remind yourself and others who you are and what you're about. So this shirt says resilience, and just a basic cotton tee is on top of yummy, yummy velvet. I honestly, gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest velvet fan, mainly because of the fact that it's just not my jam. It's not cashmere, it's not silk, and I honestly don't always love the previous materials that I've had personally, not of any of the brands that I have in the store, but just personally. But one of the things I love about this dress is the fact that it is one that is actually navy blue, but as it shimmers, you can kind of tell that you will be able to see that it will give you an effect of sometimes black, depending on the light, sometimes navy blue, but the concept of it all is really, really, really cute. And throwing on a leather jacket on top of this would then give you the velvet as well as cotton as well as leather. Again, the more material and the higher quality of the material, the dressier things become. This by itself, these two materials alone, are seemingly just, they are kind of more everyday. If you were to throw on a leather on top of this, you then become a little bit more tiered with leather, velvet, as well as cotton, and then the more material, the more the differentiation in the fabrics and the textures and the tones, it makes it a little bit more elevated. So the more levels that you have in your fabrics, the more elevated it should traditionally look. That actually leads me to one of my favorites, this dress. Actually, this is a silk dress that has velvet print on top. And this dress by itself doesn't need anything else because you have velvet and silk, and those are two very, very amazing materials that they do an amazing thing together. They really, really do it. This is like probably, this makes my heart happy. I don't know about everybody else, but it makes my heart happy. But essentially, this is a great example of a way that you are able to take two materials and do something so fantastic and miraculous with it. The other concept is, think about a leather jacket on top of that with some really cute booties. And again, the two fabrics that are already in the dress on top of the fact that you add then a leather piece to it. Again, what have we just done? We've added another level of material and fabric. So we have just elevated another look. So essentially, being able to know a little bit about the variations in fabric and the variations in material and how to mix and match them and what fall winter 20 is going to look like here at Queen Anna. Between this entire month, we kind of gave you the rundown. And so what you can do now is come and check us out. Come and see all of the various things that you've seen thus far, and stay tuned for more, because this is not it. We've got other things coming. We've got a little bit of everything coming, almost like once every couple weeks. So we are keeping the floor rotated in like fresh and new and just elevated and fun. But then we're also showing you those elevated pieces, how to wear them every single day with working from home, running errands, and doing whatever it is that you do. So that's it for me. That's a wrap, you guys. I hope that you have had a really great month. Whatever it is you're transitioning into, we have been here to try to support you in that manner. So, if you have any questions, let us know, but make sure you share this information with everybody, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.